Hello out there in the World Wide Web. Got another Taiko video, believe it or not, still in the times of COVID. September 2021, and most of us still not able to get back to the same old used to be with Taiko, the way we used to be getting together, practicing and playing. So with that in mind, I got a drill that I'm going to share with everybody. It's primarily for the members of Tatsumaki Taiko, but I'm going to share it with the public in general. And this drill is called 4, 3, 2, 1. And what does that mean? That means it's accenting 4 times, 3 times, 2 times, and then once. And you're going to start on your right hand, and then you're going to go to your left hand, and you go back to your right, and then your left, right? So the idea is 4 accents on your right hand, 4 on your left, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. And the focus of this drill, and I always tell everybody, when you start, play slow, do not try to speed up. It's not going to accomplish anything. So the purpose of this drill is to focus on bringing your hand up consistently for the accent and keeping your bachi and hand down consistently for the suku beats that are in between the accents. And keeping that as your focus as you're trying to play. And when I'm teaching this to people, what I'm trying to get them to be aware of, and if you have a mirror, by the way, it's helpful to have a mirror to watch yourself when you're doing this exercise. If you bring your right hand up for your right hand accent and your hand is at your shoulder blade, your bachi tip is above your shoulder blade. When you bring your left hand up for your left hand accent, your left hand should be at your shoulder blade and your tip should be up above, and it should be this same place as much as you can possibly do that, with your suku beats being as controlled and soft as possible from your wrist and your fingers. Okay, so let's go through it slowly. I'm going to mention right before I go into it, the very last phrase is a triplet, so we're going to end by playing right, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, right? And then 2, 3, 4 on a count to get you back to the top, right? So here we go, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready? So, right, 2, 3, 4, left, 2, 3, 4, right, 2, 3, 4, left, 2, 3, 4, right, 2, 3, left, 2, 3, right, 2, 3, left, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, stop, 2, 3, stop. Okay, again, last pattern is really a triplet, 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 stop. Okay, so that's the basics. Once you are comfortable with that, your hand motion is equal, you feel that you're hitting with a really good control over your hand motion, both in your right and your left hand, then you can speed it up. When you speed it up, it's going to sound more like this. Okay. When I'm speeding things up, hand motion has to become compressed. Obviously, faster tempo, I can't reach up as high, so I'm compressing the hand motion down, but I'm still trying to be consistent at the height of my accented hand and the height of my unaccented hand. Okay. All right, so that's the basic 4, 3, 2, 1 drill. There's a couple of variations that I like to teach with this, and first variation is hand reach. Okay, so if you take those accents and instead of accenting on the taiko, you reach to the ka, to the fuchi of your taiko, right? So then you're going to be doing 2, 3, 4, left, 2, 3, 4, right, 2, 3, 4, left, 2, 3, 4, right, 2, 3, left, 2, 3, right, 2, 3, left, 2, 3. notice that I try to transfer my hand and wrist motion from the Taiko to the Fuchi to the Ka sound, right? It does not do you any good as a hand reach practice to simply do this, right? That's not going to benefit you. That's not teaching you to apply the technique that you're trying to apply when you're hitting the Taiko to reaching out and hitting something else. Doesn't matter what it is. In this case, it's the Ka, it's the Fuchi. Okay, so that's variation number 2 on the 4-3-2-1 drill. Last variation that I teach is for smaller bachi, shimebachi, focusing on small hand motion for things like shimedaiko playing, maybe a tarigane or tetsuzutsu cannon type metal objects, right? And what I'm trying to do when I teach this variation of this exercise is to get the focus of the hand motion being the hand and the wrist, right? And not from the elbow. Not this, just this, right? So that seems really exaggerated, but I'm trying to force people to move their hand motion or their bachi motion down to their wrist and their fingers, right? So that's why it's so exaggerated, right? So when you do it that way, what you want to do is try, and I'm going to play it slow again because it's not going to accomplish anything if I do it too fast. I'm going to try to get my accent to be this motion. Right, 2, 3, 4, soup. Left, 2, 3, 4, soup. Right, 2, 3, 4, soup. Left, 2, 3, 4, soup. Right, 2, 3, soup. Left, 2, 3, soup. Right, 2, 3, soup. Left, 2, 3, soup. Okay, so that's very exaggerated, I know. That's probably extremely exaggerated as far as technique goes. But it forces you not to move from your elbow, okay? And when you're playing shime, you're playing more technically fast things. You're going to hit a wall with your technique if all of your beats come from this kind of elbow hand motion. Got to get it down to your wrist. Right, so this is teaching you to not move from your wrist, from your elbow, rather, and just move from your fingers and your wrist. Okay, so that's the third variation of how you can use this drill for practice. So there you go. Hope you find this video beneficial, along with some of the other ones that I put out there. On YouTube, please check some of my other videos. Play it, have fun, and I hope you benefit from it in your quest to become a better taiko player. Thank you.